the hit machine just keeps producing platinum keys here. Like, and this is funny, right? Because guess where we are back again with my main man Cop, the notorious KOP at this point. How does he keep finding this stuff? Stay tuned for the next episode of Atal and Cop. Take a look.
I spent a few minutes showing you the two ways that I would do it.
Find shelter.
I peeked out too much. That was I cannot believe I did that. Oh dear. And then I couldn't get pulled back in by the priest because I got caught on the tree.
Find shelter.
Oh my god. This key is very likely to get bricked, and it's all gonna be my fault. Because I peeked out a second too soon. Like, just... Yeah, some... And it's gone.
What's with priests on the first boss of Atal? This is a whole different topic here. I just gotta rant on this yet again, and then we'll talk about the actual funny part here. Where is that guy going? I mean, where is he actually going? I'd love to hear where he's going. You have one DPS dead on one of the easiest bosses in the game. Why are you leaving the key? Can somebody explain that to me? I mean, the fact that 2 actual people died of that is kind of silly. Let's take a look at what actually happens there, because it's something to learn from too. So it's actually really funny because I already made a video on Atal Dazar with Cop. This is now the 3rd video on it, first of all, but this first one I made was also a similar situation here. Look at what's going on in the chat. We have a disciplined priest who is maybe not necessarily in league with the actual tank, but they're already some kind of rapport. I'm gonna go ahead and assume right now that they are in a group together. And guess who assumed correctly again? Take a look at this here. This is the fella that we're talking about. He's actually got his main linked here, which is a 3200 Mistweaver in a guild called Shared Brain Cells with this fella who's also got a Blood DK as his main. But yes, the 2 guys are together, just like we talked about last time. Now I have a feeling that if we take a look at Poggy Augie as well, oh, look at that, he's also in the guild. So hey, how many of you guys remember that video? How many remember the comment section where I was saying something like, hey, you probably don't want to play with people who are a duo, a pre-made, something pre-formed. If you're pugging, just go ahead and find 5 random people. I said that because in the last key, some stupid healer does something absurd and then leaves the key over it. And guess what happened again in this key? It's like a carbon copy. But you see here, again, more talk. This guy says something like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's partially related to the key. He goes, just go down to Razan. Don't look back. Like, what does that even mean? But they actually aggro the swords. Now, I've been doing this and I don't, yeah, this is perfectly fine. I do not see an issue here. But I have had some people die to this and we had issues with it. So what I want to talk about now, and like the whole learning concept here, where is the swords gonna snap to? Then in the past, if I had people die to it, it's gonna be that initial hit. So people were saying that it's because some people are line of sight from the sword, so they all hit the same player over and over again. But the swords don't actually kill Cop here. Obviously, you heard Cop talk about it. Like I have no idea why he does this. He's in line of sight range here, and then all of a sudden he just randomly moves his character to the left for no real reason. I think he thought the mechanic was over. Then he gets stuck over here, and he's obviously feared. Now, I'm not sure, is this fear dispellable? I don't know why the guy grips him. Like, I can't understand this. Is anybody play a priest and you could tell me why he would grip him here? I have absolutely no idea why he would do that. And it's actually really dangerous because guess the pursuit is going out too. So you might think like, hey, is the pursuit on him too? I can't actually see who it is on. But like, yeah, if he actually grips him and the pursuit is actually on him, like it may be because it's facing this direction. We have, again, a carbon copy. It's just perfect perfect situation here. The three guys who are all in Discord together or whatever, all in a guild together are, yeah, not happy that the two guys who aren't are dead, I assume, right? Now, this is what made crack me up. The penta dot, bro. He hits him with 5 dots, dude. That is untold. You do not hear, you do not see 5 dots, dude. That is how you know that dude is tilted. It was one thing in the previous video when those guys were, you know, not very accomplished, probably thought they were better than they were. But these guys like actually do keys. Like that guy's 3200. Like he knows how easy that dungeon should be, doesn't he? He just doesn't care. That's how much of a rager, probably how much in this culture of leaving these people are. They would rather just fuck over the other two people, presuming that Warlock is also a pug. It's just so bizarre to me. Like this whole concept is just, I just don't align with it. I can't agree with it. I can't really ever see any defense for that other than that guy's just a selfish person. Those three people, they just don't care about anybody else. Then probably stop pugging. Like, you know, especially if you're on alts, man, just fuck around, enjoy the key. But there is a little bit more to the stuff that I want to talk about because this is how it got presented to me. This is what Cop told me. He said, I just had a 21 Atal brick in under 2 minutes. Is that a new record for a leaver who drops the group during the first combat? And it is not actually. I have a clip where a demon hunter doesn't get a countdown pre-key and then he gets the first fixate on Razan and leaves before the fixate even happens. That's probably the worst one. The guy's name was Little Kid as well, which is really funny. But then Cop says in you know, response to people saying like, no, it's not even really that crazy. He goes, I made a mistake. I got killed while the disc priest who left the group was trying to life grip me, but I got stuck on a bush. And then it was all ... and then drop group. Now again, let's take another look at what actually happens here. When Cop typed that in Discord, I was like, bro, there's no way you got stuck on a bush. Like, what are you even talking about? Where even is there a bush? I had to review this key a second he said that, but I see what he's talking about now. There's this like little shrub that maybe looks like he gets stuck on it. But if this is why you record your runs, by the way, guys, because you would not know this. Like he didn't know this. He submitted this run to me thinking he got stuck on a bush, but it's way, way, way worse than that. So I've gone back and forth on what actually happened, like fully what happens here. I can't really see it. It's not the best camera angle, but maybe you guys can cast your opinion on this. He obviously gets feared over here. We see volcanoes spawning. Now, I'm thinking there's 2 there. I'm not entirely sure that there's 2. It's definitely 1, obviously, but like I feel like this kind of in the middle here, there's like actually a second one here, but you could see his health, right? He's at 590k health. He gets gripped. He immediately gets hit from 480 to 200k. He's at 668k when he's feared. He gets leaped on again, and that's going to take him to 482. Now at 488, he kind of gets like a tick of some kind of heal. 488, he gets gripped through what might be 2 volcanoes. I can't really tell, but it's definitely at least 1 volcano. Immediately, I guess he's getting meleeed again. Now goes down to 408k, and then he gets, you know, the whole pull thing, hit by the volcano. As he gets pulled, knocked up in the air, goes down to 279k, and then, you know, he's at 210k at this point. Like, I mean, this is all happening very fast. I can't really expect anybody to save him, but there are multiple people in this group who can save him from this. And then, yeah, he just gets chomped on. Like, he takes a lot of damage from these swords, and yeah, they seem to just be like hanging out with him, you know what I mean? But yeah, this guy basically kills him, like straight up. I would say that the priest kills him. Like, if he does not grip him through that volcano there, does he die? I don't see a reason why he would. I mean, he took a bunch of damage from that. I don't know if it's 2. I think it's probably only 1. You guys tell me, like, how much damage do you actually take from a volcano? I don't know. Does it scale with key level? I don't know any of that. But like, yeah, I think this guy literally grips him to his death here. But so Cop thinks he's stuck on that bush, which I've not proven that this can be walked through, but I guarantee it can be walked through. But it actually does look like he gets stuck on the bush, which is really strange. He gets pushed over here, and then you kind of get disoriented about where you are in the fight. You see the volcano spawning here, and yeah, he gets pulled through him and then just instantly gets knocked up in the air. That's because he gets pulled through the volcano. This happens, I've had this happen before. Like, you try to jump or move and leap or something like that, and you land in a volcano or land through a volcano, and it will negate your movement, which really, really, really sucks. But he's now up in the air, and his character, just like I said, like kind of like because of the angle that the camera's at, it does kind of look like it's kind of stuck on the shrub there, but no, it's just actually in the air, knocked against the shrub, maybe looking like it, but it's actually just in the air because of volcanic. So I mean, I'm ready to crown the guy. He basically kills the guy that he's now mad at for being dead and then leaves the key. Like, is that the most absurd thing you're gonna see? I don't know. Atal is just producing though, man. I cannot believe how many funny clips we've already already seen from Atoll. It's such a straightforward dungeon, and honestly, especially because of the way these guys leave here, it really exemplifies just what we were talking about in the last video that Cop submitted that was in Atoll. The timers are just too loose for this nonsense, like straight up. But anyway, when I saw that pentadot, bro, I was like, this has to be a video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode of I Review Cop's Atoll Desire Runs. See you soon.